Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living for our meditation time. We're so glad that you're here, whether in person or online. So I invite you to take a moment to get your body settled. How do you feel best sitting in your chair? If you need to square off your hips, or some of you like to cross your legs and roll your shoulders back. Get your shoulders out of your ears. Okay. And where do you want to put your hands? And you've got all your noisemakers turned off. Set for stun. Okay. Oh, thank you. I see a couple of you doing your buttons. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, so let's just take a nice deep breath in. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And each time that you do that, just feel your body relaxing even more. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes or just look downward, or just a general empty view to focus inward and keep breathing. And let your breathing that's so deep and warm and feels so good, just let that go on autopilot now. There's nothing you have to think or do in this moment. Anything that it took for you to get here is still going to be there when all of this is done. There's nothing you have to do. So allow yourself to be fully present in your breath. Fully present in your body. Fully present in your heart. And whatever is happening in that big, beautiful squirrel brain of yours, we're just going to let it drift and relax and calm down. It's going to settle down and just relax. It's going to hibernate for a moment. And in this very calm, flowing inner place of grace, I invite you in your mind's eye to picture yourself walking in the beautiful fall woods, whatever that looks like for you. And it's the perfect temperature out, and a little snuggly flannel in your jeans and whatever you love to wear in the fall. And picture yourself walking in the woods with all the fall colors. And if you're in the Bosque, maybe there's a beautiful Rio Grande River that's flowing by. And the little critters that you might see as you're taking this beautiful walk in the woods with all the fall colors and the smell of the damp earth and the falling leaves. And the warm sun that feels so good. And know that on this beautiful walk in your mind's eye that you are safe and held in the arms of the divine. And you come to a beautiful place in the woods where you can just stop and look around. Be fully present to all the emanations of the divine that are right there in front of you, and the trees and the leaves and the critters and the earth and the water and the sky and the sun and the clouds. And in that moment, you recognize your own divine essence as an expression of the divine. And just like the big, beautiful cottonwood trees, just imagine right now your very own roots coming down out of your feet and into the earth. And the roots are expanding deep into the rich soil that's so nourishing and grounding and strengthening, replenishing your body, your soul, your mind, your heart with the nutrients of the divine that flow up from the soil through your roots and up your legs and into the trunk of your body, that you are becoming this beautiful, strong, amazing tree that is rooted in the divine. And feeling that divine essence come up to your core and soften your heart. Feel it all flowing. And soften your gut. Relax into it. Let go of anything that's stressful or tension or rough or rugged or concern or frustration or anger or angst. As you take a nice deep breath in and flow out, it all settles down. And you feel your divine essence as this beautiful, strong tree, rooted in the divine. And expanding now in our mind's eye, our arms reach up like the beautiful branches of a gorgeous cottonwood tree. Have all the beautiful leaves that are quaking in the wind, a nice little breeze. And all the branches that come out from you, your outer expression of your divine life. All the different roles that you play, each one is a beautiful branch on your tree. And take a moment to honor each branch, all the roles that you get to play in the outer world, in the human world. And know that the divine that is expressing as you, that is flowing as you, is flowing through each branch of your life. Through the trunk that is you, to each expression, each facet of your life is filled with the divine. Because your core is strong, your branches can flex and flow in the breeze. The sacred tree that is you. And as each branch branches off, you have so many people, all the little leaves in your life, all the beautiful leaves in all different ages and stages of growth and development and relationship on each branch of your life. So take a moment to recognize all the people and parts and all the little leaves that are in your life and all their messy goodness. And can you see the divine essence of yourself that flows into them and them that flows into you? Seeing that sacred life in each little leaf, each person, each little facet of your life. And blessing each branch of your life and all the people in each branch of your life, the little leaves. Oh, that all comes together to make this beautiful expression of your life, of the divinity of your life. I'm going to take a moment now to explore which of the little leaves need to fall. Or do any of your branches, like roles that you have been serving in the past, do any of them need to be trimmed back or let go? Allow yourself the spaciousness, the clarity of the divine to see, are there any people, situations, roles, any arenas in your life that need to fall away and let go? And if that comes up for you, just bless it, honor it, thank you for your presence in my life, and allow it to fall away just like the leaves that tinkle on down to the river and flow away. Are there any dead leaves that you're still holding on to? Any dead branches? Trim it, release it, bless it, let it go. Surrender it all to the divine, knowing that it served an important purpose in your life. Whatever you needed to learn, you did. Whatever you needed to experience, you did. You served your purpose with that. It served its purpose with you. They served their purpose with you. Bless and release. And now that the fall has fallen away and the tree is trimmed and you are standing in your strength, rooted in the divine, branching out in all the beautiful ways you're meant to be in this moment. Now you've made the space for more growth, deeper roots, stronger branches, the ones that you are keeping, or the new ones you might be growing. So take a moment to ask the divine, what is mine to do? Now that I've cleared the way, what is the best and highest good for me right now to serve the divine, to be the best expression of the divine that I can be? What am I making room for right now in my life? And feel the strength of this deepening you are growing into. Deepened roots, more nourishment from the divine, stronger branches, future growth, new sprouts, new blossoms, new branches, all reaching towards the divine sunlight. The beautiful expression of you as the divine. And holding on to this future expression of you. Oh, feel that strength and confidence and blessing that comes with these new expressions of you. And know that you are ready for this next season of your life. Rooted in the divine, strong in the core, branching out into the world and expressing exactly as you should in divine right order, in bounty and blessing for you and all who cross your path. And holding on to all of the insights, the clarity, the images, the feelings that we just experienced in this guided meditation. Hold on to it in the beautiful little storage units in your heart and in your mind, and know that that's with you wherever you go now this week. Let's take a moment to focus again on our breath. And gently come out of the beautiful woods where we were walking and standing and letting things go and welcoming new life. And coming on back to our bodies Wiggle your leafy fingers and your branchy arms. And wiggle in your core body. And wiggle in your roots, your beautiful toes and legs. And come on back to your body. In this seat, in this room, in this beautiful spiritual community where you are held in the arms of the divine and recognized and known by love. And when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And look around at the other beautiful divine emanations that are right here, right now. And hear the music and hear the little flowy fountain. And let's rub our hands and get a little more back in our bodies and in this moment. And welcome back. We're going to have about 10 minutes until the Sunday service starts. So this is a great time to walk around, get back in yourself, get some water, use the restroom, say hello to people you know, and I double dog dare you, say hello to someone you don't know, and be fully present for our beautiful Sunday celebration. Thank you so much for joining me for meditation at home and in person. Thank you.
Okay, everybody. I know it's fun seeing everybody that we haven't seen in a while. That's right. Yeah, all right. So Kamatara, Reverend Kamatara started it, and I'll finish it. That's right. That's right. No, we need to socialize. Let's just save a little for after services. All right, welcome everybody to Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. Well, we got one person. She's awake. For those of you who need coffee, there is coffee in the social hall before services. All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. Even if it's put on, it's better than nothing at all. Welcome to Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, where all faiths are welcome and none is required. My name is Brian Kurtz. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm grateful for everybody who's here, either in person or online. Thank you for being here. And, if you need closed captioning, you can click on that if you need some assistance. If you need to hop in online for questions, Jennifer's here. And just say hi. Let people know you're here. Together, we are transforming our world with the power of love in action. And we got a lot of people being love in action today. We got Reverend Kamatara here, who led meditation, is also leading our message today and delivering some great stuff to us. Susan Clark is here somewhere today. There she is, being very quiet up in the front row. And for those of you who are on camera, Susan may have a little bit of peanut butter on her white pants today. So you can check that out. That's called vulnerability, whether she was ready to be vulnerable or not. And our tech team, Jennifer Wilmer and Cheryl Ray, are managing that, thank goodness. Our greeter, thank you. Our greeter, singular, today is Carol Ann, who's also our volunteer coordinator. Carol Ann's back there in the purple sweater and the red hair. The reason I'm pointing her out is not so you can clap for her, is so you can talk to her about volunteering and doing some of the stuff we need to have done around here, because there's a lot. There's a lot. We got Mike Hacker running around back and forth from the kitchen to the social hall. Thank you, Mike, for managing that. We got Gilbert and Liz in the bookstore today. Thank you very much for that. We've got licensed spiritual practitioners and licensed Unity teachers serving us today, being love in action. Lisa's here today holding space. Who else do we have holding space today? Carmela's back there holding space. Anybody else? Do we need any more folks holding space? We're gonna have everything held in consciousness and prayer. In the meantime, please turn off your beepers, poppers, noisemakers, and other electronic devices or bodily devices that might make noise that take anyone away from their spiritual experience today. Chris Duvall's going to be leading our opening prayer and sharing a reading today. And we got a whole bunch of other announcements. Christmas decorations are up in the bookstore, and Liz and Gilbert are happening in the bookstore. Please go in and see them, because today is the last day to sign up for Tamara Williams' urban sketching class, which is it's not just like sketching, it's like sketching as a spiritual practice, like being the vessel and allowing stuff to come through you as you for the world around us. Check that out. Today is the last day. You can either sign up on the QR code. If you look around and find one of these on the front counter, there's a QR code right here, or you can go to the website and sign in there, or you can go to the bookstore, say hi to Gilbert, and he will get you signed up. It's $35, and the class is 11/22/25 at 9:30 in the morning until 12:30 here. Want to thank everybody for signing up to be a partner for next year. If you haven't, please do. We're about halfway to our goal, and we'd love to keep that growing and going. Let's see, what else can I tell you around all of that? Oh, partnership. You got some time, bring it. If you got some talent, bring it. If you got some treasure, and because you don't have any time or talent, you can bring that, or you can just bring the love. But partnership is pretty big. You get some benefits if you're a partner here. You get to vote, which is going to be pretty darned important when it comes to doing board nominations and that sort of thing, which are coming up. If you haven't gotten an invitation to be on the board from somebody, but you want to serve, just let people know. You don't have to get nominated. You can nominate yourself for the board. And there's a survey on the website. Isn't it on the website, the survey for board? We're looking not only for people who just want to be on the board, but like complementary talents so that we can all team up and do a great job together on the board. Let's see, what else can I tell you about? Oh, partnership. You get a free practitioner session if you become a partner. You get deals on space rental if you become a partner. What was that? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Okay, they're just talking. That's cool. But check it out. We need more people to serve here, not only as volunteers, but volunteers on the board, which really helps kind of tip the rudder and guide the ship that is Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. There is a survey where you can say, these are my skills, these are my talents, these are the things I love to do, and let people know that. And you can go to the website to a link for a form to fill out that survey. Want to thank everybody for contributing to the big staff ask to help fund our staff here. That was a huge success thanks to every single person who's here and online and everywhere else who contributed. For contributing at all, regardless of level, you get $10 off at the bookstore just for being a great person and helping us out. If you contributed $100 to the staff ask, you're going to get a bag of used books from Gilbert, and you get to go in and pick them out and fill a bag. We actually had winners because if you contributed at different levels, we actually had a raffle. Greg Gardner won a balloon ride with Tom Gardner. Sherry Ward got dinner from me, and that happened over the weekend. Sherry got to have some pretty darn good food made in her kitchen, cleaned up, and everything. That was a lot of fun. Franklin Wilson, who's been an integral member since he got here, earned 3 months of free car washes at Champion Express Car Wash. And Louise Martin got a Sam's Club membership. So if you want to know, like, what am I getting for this? You got that. And you got an opportunity to serve and contribute, and we appreciate it. Thanksgiving dinner is coming up. There's a sheet in the social hall. We need to know, A, who's coming, so we'll know how much food to prepare and how many turkeys we need to get ready, and what dish you're bringing if you're going to bring a dish. Let us know what you're bringing. Because, you know, I'm from Opelousas, Louisiana, the yam capital of the world. All the little small towns in Louisiana have festivals. We had a yam festival. And I thought, I'm going to bring my yam dish. And there were 7 because I hadn't really paid attention to what was on the list. So please check out that list. It's a big deal. Also around Thanksgiving theme, we have our Thanksgiving food drive. There's a bin right back there. Any kind of peanut butter and jelly, canned goods, dry goods, could be cereal, any kind of canned meat or veggies or fruit, soups, stews, anything that will last, anything that is non-perishable is welcome to be brought to here so it can be distributed out and make sure that everyone who needs to have a good Thanksgiving dinner can have one. We still have our recycling drive going on. That's not just for cans. It's like could be steel cans, aluminum cans, clothes, electronics, anything you want to get rid of that might be turned into cash, probably can be. There's a sheet on the table back there. I want to thank Crystal for making that happen. And if you get a sheet, you'll also have Crystal's phone number. So if you've got an old refrigerator or appliance you want to get rid of, call Crystal. She'll arrange to have it picked up and turned into cash for the center, which I'm just blown away by the fact that someone's actually doing that. And really, really, really grateful. Let's see. Oh, I got a workshop coming up December the 2nd called Transcending the Stress of the Holidays. If you've read my book or know my work or done one of my workshops already, 2,800 people in 6 countries have done variations of this workshop. It's pretty darn cool. It enables you to touch a place that is bigger and more permanent, like eternal, that lives in each and every one of us. And this workshop is all about how to access that and carry that into the holidays so that when you're in the middle of those situations that can sometimes get tense because everybody has, you know, a lot of concern and we all want to have everything be perfect and we all get a little neurotic maybe, or maybe I get enough neurotic for everybody. But the point is, there's a place that we can go and be and stand in the face of everything that is bigger than all of that. And I promise you access to that after you've done this 2-hour workshop. Pretty powerful stuff. And it's love donation, and I'm taking the love donations after the workshop, so you can say, oh, wow, okay. And we'll all be in that place of oneness above and beyond the separation that our brains tend to generate. That's December the 2nd, 6:30 to 8:30 here. It's also going to be available via Zoom. Come and see me if you're interested in doing that. And we'd love to have anybody and everybody who wants to do that there. Our healer today and our new person doing healing work in our healing rotation is Dr. Madeline Fletcher Stark. If you don't know Madeline, thank you, Madeline, for being here and bringing your time and talent. Madeline is a doctor, just for the record, and she's also a Reiki practitioner, Theta healing practitioner, neuro-linguistic programming teacher, and also done a lot of studies in intuitive meditation. So go and see her. And we have two more things to talk about that's not going to get talked about by me. Chris Duvall is going to talk to us about our Sweet 16. And the founder of 505, Anuva, is going to be here with Daniel to talk to us about what they're doing right now. Thank you.
So our 16th anniversary party is December 13. That's Saturday. It's in the afternoon from 3 to 5. It will be an elegant and fun holiday party. And if you are in Breeze, you should have already received an invitation to it, an e-invitation. The planning team requests that you do RSVP so that we can plan for food and seats and everything for everyone. The purpose of the event is to celebrate our unique continuing community with gratitude for our organizational lineage. And we intend to provide an opportunity for previous members to come back and reconnect, and for current members to learn a little bit more about the history of our center. Thanks to the planning team, which is Maria and Marilyn Kirk, Reverend Gil and Robin, Peter and Darlene, and me, much of the work is already complete for this event. But we do need to gather a few more people to help us out with a few things. So on Sunday afternoon, December 2, I think that'll be the day, we want a few people to help Carol Ann vacuum and spot clean the chairs that are here in the sanctuary. On Monday morning, December 8, we need a few people to help Peter with moving the chairs and wet vacuuming the carpets. And then we are so grateful that we already have some people who will be purchasing the food for the party, but we're going to need a few more on Saturday 13th, early in the afternoon, to kind of help prepare it, to lay it out in an attractive way on platters and kind of do the final decorating touches and so forth. So we'll have some snacks and fun together as we volunteer. So please meet Carol Ann in the social hall after service to tell her of your availability and willingness to help. And thank you so much for helping to make our 16th anniversary a special event. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anuva Thakur, and I'm the founder of the 505 Youth Volunteer Corps. I came up with the idea to create a collaboration between local high schools for community service and volunteerism. No such organization existed, so I approached my mentor, the fabulous Mark Ayers, and he thought it was a great idea. He approached the board of trustees here at the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, and you all agreed to sponsor us. For the past 3 years, we've been active in the community. These are the projects we do. Roadrunner Food Bank, where we combat food insecurity. Next Saturday, we are supporting the Thanksgiving Food Drive, which provides meals to more than 10,000 families. Well, we've also done a Hug-a-Buddy, which you've helped us repurpose more than 200 stuffed animals that we have given to Joy Junction, a facility that offers support to abused women and children. We've also donated to Crossroads, a facility to help women get back on their feet after incarceration, who often have children. And after that, we did Dignity Mission, which is creating care packages for refugees at the U.S.-Mexico border. We've helped create over 8,000 care packages of toiletries, snacks, and blankets. And occasionally you see us at Solid Grounds on Friday nights helping out. And this year we are running the Giving Tree. And to tell you about the Giving Tree.
Hold on. So Gil's not here today, but Gil and I decided to give Anuva an award for doing what she's doing. She's a senior, and it's the last time she's going to be here. So see what she started? Oh my gosh! So the award Gil and I came up with is we're calling it the Founders Leadership Award, and this certificate is proudly awarded to Anuva Thakur today, and signed by myself and Gil. And we wouldn't have been doing all of this if she didn't come up with some idea and said, "I want to make a difference," and they have. So there you go. You want to hold it for him?
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm in the 5th grade. When doing the Giving Tree, we sponsor students at local schools. This year, we are doing 2 schools, an elementary and a high school. We have tags for you all to pick up in the back shaped like ornaments. On those ornaments, you will find a student's first name, grade level, and what they wish for this Christmas. You can sign on the form, then return the present wrapped or unwrapped by Sunday, December 14th. You can also donate money, and we will buy the present for you. Today, we only have 21 gift tags, but by next Sunday, we will have all the gift tags. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys. That was great. And I just want to also mention Reverend Gill and Robin. They were here earlier, but they went back home to rest. They needed it because they were here yesterday all day and until 1 o'clock this morning because there was a big dinner party and dance all over this place yesterday evening, and they were supporting that event. And so we thank them for that service, and also are with them in spirit as they rest up today, and all of that. So let's begin our service with prayer. So as we begin our service, we recognize the power of peace in the heart of God, that power which is enthroned in each of our hearts, that presence, that love, which is always seeking to reveal itself within our lives and within the world. And we turn towards that truth this morning, to that eternal aspect of our beings which never changes in the midst of a changing world. We turn to that light of truth. And we turn to the essence of who we are. With thanks that we are who we are within a beloved community, within the mind and heart of God. And so I know as this service unfolds and as we experience it together, that the divine light of love and truth and goodness circulates freely and easily through this service, and that it unfolds with perfection, that each person receives something this morning that can deepen them, and that can further their experience of truth, the truth of their being this week. And so we just allow this to unfold beautifully and effortlessly this morning, and let's say together, and so it is.
Thank you, Chris. If you please stand, I think we need a little energy in the room. And hey, we're going to do a song that I wrote a long time ago, and I hardly ever perform it, but it seemed appropriate, so. Follow me, do not be afraid. It's pretty simple. A little intro. Go. I will float my boat on an ocean of truth, where the current of my faith keeps my course straight and true. I will not be swayed by the waves of doubt. I will live my life from the inside out. That's it. New words, but same melody. Here we go. What rings true for me may not work for you. Still, we all must honor every other's point of view. There is just one God speaking to us all. Although the words are different, Spirit heeds the call. I will sail through this life with the grace of a dove, with an olive branch of peace and a heart full of love. I will not judge you, you will not judge me. Always and forever, the truth will set us free. Always and forever, the truth will set us free. Thank you. Nice.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Susan Clark, our Director of Musical Inspiration. Aren't we so blessed? Oh, my goodness. Not just New Thought music, not just pop music that ends up being New Thought. We get original music, too, which is incredible. Who gets to say that? So I get to welcome you again. Welcome to the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, a place where we honor all names for God, all paths to God, and all expressions of God. All faiths are welcome, and none are required. My name is Reverend Kamatara. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm your celebration host and your speaker for this morning. And we're sending Robin and Gil lots of love and healing thoughts as they rest up and kick that creeping crud to the curb. Okay, so they're feeling better soon and back in action and all that goodness. So in this spiritual community, we are anchored in the principles of science of mind. Some people say new thought, some people say ageless wisdom, but basically we can get our teaching here distilled down to a few basic concepts, so it's really good each weekend to just touch home base. Like, let's just remember who and what we are and why we're here and what we're doing, okay? So first off, we do believe that there's only one power in the universe that is known by many, many names. Doesn't matter what you call it, because that thing is infinite and language is finite. So it just doesn't work. Doesn't matter what you call it, it just is. So in the Jewish faith, it's the happening that is happening. I like to say it's the something sacred going on. Okay, pick your words, whatever it is, but there is that one power, one love, one mind, one heart. There you go. Okay, and then we can enhance our awareness of this divinity through prayer, through play, through meditation, through music, through learning, creativity, through acts of service, and of course, just by being here with each other. Because when we can't remember it, other people remember it for us. And that's the bounty of being in the spiritual community together. We also believe in the spiritual community that our thoughts are creative, that we are co-creating with the divine the experience that we have. I know I can't, change everything that happens, but I can change how I'm relating to it, which then changes my experience and eventually what ends up happening. So yes, I know I'm splitting hairs, but we do believe that our thoughts are creative. And so we really honor the concept deeply of change your thinking, change your life. Not just an empty platitude, but really, really. And actually, we're going to be talking about that today, so I'm glad it came up. And then we also know from our friends in A Course in Miracles that everything in life is either an expression of love or a call for love. And so being able to recognize where we are on that spectrum is really helpful. And then also, we believe that each one of us arrives on the planet whole, complete, and perfect, because you are an expression of the divine. So how could you be anything less? So we are not interested in rescuing you or saving you or fixing you, because you're already amazing exactly as is, and that you can only ever reflect the ever-expanding nature of perfection in the universe, right here and right now. So it's a wonderful day to be together in community. We are blessed by the richness of your presence, both online, hello, and in the sanctuary. So glad that you're all here, and whether you're here now or you end up watching the video later, because we know time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. All right. So we're coming together to celebrate life and our life as a community. So I do want to take a moment, if you're here just for the first or second time, and if you feel really brave, would you raise your hand and let us know? Okay, we've got a couple beautiful people here, so thank you for coming. I just want to honor that it takes so much courage to try something new and to say, who are these people? They're crazy. And I say, yes, crazy with love for you all. So we're really glad you're here. And if, we hope that you have time, that you could spend time in the social hall afterwards and talk to people and get to know us and, ask questions. And even for those of you who have been here before, I hope that you'll get to stay and have some fellowship, because that's really, this church is so much more than just the Sunday morning celebration. So it's important for you all to be in community together. So let's just do a blessing for all of us, and feel free to look around at these beautiful divine emanations right here and repeat after me. We see you. We know who you really are. You are a divine emanation of spirit. We love you. We appreciate you. Welcome home. Now it's time for our reading.
The reading this morning is from the Science of Mind textbook, page 558. It's entitled, Peace is the Power at the Heart of God. My peace is found at the heart of God. The heart of God, for me, is found at the very center of my being. It does not matter how closely the confusion of the outer world presses against me. I am not even disturbed by the confusion in my immediate environment. I know that the only way to counteract confusion is to bring peace into play. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. These words of assurance stay with me, and I hear them re-echoing in the depths of my being. I surrender all of my fears, those nameless fears which have beset me for such a long time, dulling my pleasure and clouding with misery and apprehension all of my days. I am now through with fear. What indeed is there for a divine and immortal being to fear? Certainly not people. For as I am a divine and immortal being, so is everyone. And everyone is my sibling. I recognize the one life principle, working in and through and inspiring the motives of everyone I contact. I do not fear sickness, disease, or death, because the eternal and perfect life animates my body and goes always about its perfect work, healing and renewing that body. I'm not afraid of want or lack, for the one infinite essence supplies me with everything I need all of the time. There is nothing for me to fear, for I am an inseparable part of God. I live in God. God lives in me, and I draw upon God's perfect peace. My peace is found at the heart of God. We'll just have a moment to reflect on that. And so it is.
Lie number one, you're supposed to have it all together. And when they ask how you're doing, just smile and say, never better. Lie number two, everybody's life is perfect except yours. So keep your messes and your wounds and your secrets safe with you behind closed doors. But truth be told, the truth is rarely told, no. I say I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, oh I'm fine, hey I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken, and when it's out of control, I say it's under control, but it's not. And you know it, I don't know why it's so hard to admit it, when being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure, no fall, there's no sign you don't already know. So let the truth be told. There's a sign on the door says, come as you are, but I doubt it. 'Cause if we all lived like that was true, every Sunday morning pew would be crowded. But didn't you see, church should look more like a hospital, a safe place for the sick, the lost, and the scarred, and the prodigals like me. But truth be told, the truth is rarely told. Oh, am I the only one who says, oh, I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, oh, I'm fine, hey, I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken. I don't know why it's so hard to admit it, when being honest is the only way to fix it. Oh, and when it's out of control, I say it's under control, but it's not, obviously, and you know it. Honesty is the only way to fix it. Yes, it is. There's no failure, no fall, there's no sign you don't already know. So let the truth be told. Can I really stand here unashamed, knowing that your love for me won't change? It's a capital Y. Oh God, it's really true, then let the truth be told. I say I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, oh I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken, and when it's out of control, I say it's under control, but it's not. And You know it's, I don't know why it's so hard to admit it, when being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure, no fault, there's no side you don't already know. Yeah, I know. There's no failure, no fault, there's no side you don't already know. So let the truth be told.
Thank you, Susan. Who wrote that? Matthew West. Only Susan would bring that to us, right? That was like touching and funny and meaningful and just like, whoo, very, very topical, because I love that about the spiritual community. I know, some communities, a lot of stuff happens behind closed doors, not bringing your authentic self to the table, but we really are here in all our messy goodness and love each other unconditionally and really try to practice right here, right now, exactly that. So you don't have to say that you're fine when you come to church, just so you know. Okay. And this month, I missed you last month. It's good to see you again. But this month has been about facing all sorts of things that make us uncomfortable. Yay. Welcome to church. Ole! At least our church, because other churches might hit the easy button, but man, we do our work. So for those of you who even walked through the door, buckle up. Here we go. So today we get to unpack some of the false thinkings, or the fancy word is cognitive dissonance, that we sometimes fall into when we're just not discerning, when we're in the heat of the moment, or just honestly not paying attention. And then sometimes we really paint ourselves in a corner with our thinking, but then stubbornly keep going like that little vacuum cleaner. Oh, yeah. And just to mix my metaphors, because I love to do that. When you paint yourself in a corner, you know you're barking up the wrong tree. Okay, these are the jokes, folks. So we're going to see how do we stop doing that, right? Dr. Hertz, when I do that, then don't do that. Or as Reverend Martha Quintana, the founder of the spiritual community, used to say, so Reverend Kamatara, how uncomfortable do you need to be before you make a different choice? And I'm like, apparently that uncomfortable. Wow, award-winning. So how do we recognize what is going on in our thinking and then course correct when we're off? Especially in a society that tells people to stick to your guns, don't be wishy-washy, don't be fickle. But in this spiritual community, a core concept is change your thinking. Exactly. There's the rub. So, one way to get a grip on what's going on in that great big old beautiful melon of yours is to explore the difference between opinion versus fact. And if you add in a little sprinkle of assumptions and then your fabulous storyteller, woo-hoo-hoo, mix it all up, and that's just a recipe for disaster, right? I mean, that's what most of us have just been doing unconsciously. So if we can wake up, pull it back, we are really going to look at the word discernment today, which is essential to guide us down the path of truth. Because only in truth can we leave behind the confusion, the attachment, the misinformation, and even the conflict that we sometimes cause or experience. And in this space of truth, then we can actually change our minds and expand our experiences and live with integrity and our wholeness, regardless of others. And better still, we can leave behind the divisiveness and the chaos that society is producing with all the crazy facts and new truths and opinions and some of the weirdness that's just flooding our daily lives right now. Because when we step on the path of truth and hopefully bring others with us, we get to create more understanding, more connection, and more harmony. That's why we're here. So we're going to start by looking at the difference between opinion, fact, and truth. But first, a funny quote. Well, it's a little salty. So for those of you who like being salty, you'll think this is funny. Okay. Evelyn Walker says,
A fact is information without emotion. Okay? An opinion is information shaped by experience. Okay? Ignorance is an opinion without knowledge. And stupidity is an opinion that rejects facts. Ooh, yeah, we're experiencing a lot of that in our world today. So let's get grounded in what is an opinion. An opinion is a personal belief, a viewpoint, or a judgment that is subjective, which means it can vary from person to person. Opinions are shaped by individual experiences, emotions, and perspectives, and they do not require objective evidence to be valid for the person holding them. So if I say that this is my experience, I would love for you to believe me that that's true. It is true for me. And I understand that can really bring up some sticky situations. But honoring people's opinions is really helpful, especially in relationships that might be tricky, and really recognizing when something is an opinion. Like, this is my preference, or this is a thing I'm just thinking, or I have no evidence for this, or I feel that. Great. That's good. You should know your opinions. That's beautiful. In fact, we're going to take 10 seconds to practice. If you were to think about the most soothing music for you, what is the most soothing music for you? Take 10 seconds and tell the person near you, what is the most soothing music for you? Go. Okay, come on back. So if you were to ask my 2 young adulty children what their most soothing music would be, it might be a little disturbing to you. In fact, it's the kind of music that you could really peel the paint off of your house with. Whereas the kind of music that I think is the most soothing, my opinion, is that classical music is the most soothing music. I love strings and just beautiful instruments and piano. But to them, that music would be like fingers down a chalkboard. It's an opinion. Okay, we get opinion. So let's shift into fact. So a fact is an objective statement that is supported by evidence and can be verified as true. And I love Aldous Huxley, Go Brave New World and Perennial Wisdom. He says, facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Okay. And facts are based on empirical data and observations, and while they are considered to be true based on current knowledge, they may be subject to change with new information or discoveries. So just think about our friend Pluto, or Newtonian physics to quantum physics, or our fabulous friend Galileo, what? The whole world doesn't, the whole universe doesn't revolve around the earth? How is that possible? So yes, facts may change, but based on our evidence now, this is a fact. So just think of one fun fact that you know. Maybe it's about history, music, sports, science of mind. Do you know a fun fact? I bet you do. Okay, take 10 seconds to share with your neighbor. What's one fun fact that you know? I bet Dr. Madeline knows a fun fact. Mm-hmm. Tons of fun facts. All righty, bring it on back. So, a fun fact that I know in Science of Mind is Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder. Do you know his nickname? No. Oh, I'm so excited to share this with you. So, his nickname that people called him, including his Boy Scout troop and all the beautiful things he did, his nickname was Happy. People called Dr. Ernest Holmes Happy. That's so cute. I love it. That's a fact. It is. I can prove it. It's verifiable. All right. So now let's shift. Let's shift into the concept of truth. Capital T, truth, is a collection of immutable spiritual concepts or principles that are universally valid and unchanging regardless of circumstances or new information. These truths often form the foundation of one's spiritual or philosophical beliefs and are considered eternal and absolute. And I appreciate how Advanshanti puts it in Falling into Grace. Advanshanti writes, "You cannot think your way to the truth. The truth reveals itself when thinking subsides." I would suggest it comes to us in our experiences and upon reflection with the divine, but that's just me. So while spiritual truths do not change, our relationship to them changes. Our understanding of the truth, capital T, and our perspective of how the world works as a result of said truth, it will shift as we grow and evolve. At least I hope that's what's happening. You don't believe the same truths as when you were 13. Like, you are growing, evolving, and changing. And in this spiritual community, we just hope that that happens consciously. Like, we're working at it. Great. And this is how we believe that we can heal our past. I can't change what happened in the past, but I can change how I'm relating to what happened in the past, which is what heals me with that, whatever that was. So take a moment and just think, is there one truth that you've learned over the years that you could just say in one sentence? I know you've probably learned a ton. Just pick one. Do you have a top one? And then give you 10 seconds to share it with your elbow partner. Ready, set, go. I bet you know a lot more than you think you know. I'm just saying. So one truth that I have learned, especially recently, is that you cannot do other people's work for them. Mwah, mwah. What? They have to do it themselves. Darn it. And yes, okay, detached little grasshopper. So we've got opinion, fact, truth. And the key to all of this, because they're all swirling around in our brains, getting all mixed, mashed together, and then weird things start shooting out of us, right? So the big key here is discernment. We've got to recognize the difference, and we have to practice that recognition. And practice and practice and practice. That's why we call it a spiritual practice. That's why we are practitioners. All of us, not even, yes, some people have stoles on because they've done extra, but still, all of us are practitioners because we practice. Because it can be super overwhelming what's coming at us on any given day. In fact, we face such an overwhelming influx of information from so many sources that according to the University of California, San Diego, the average American consumes approximately 34 gigabytes of data and information daily. And so for all the people who are not tech nerds, what that means is over 8,500 songs or 10,000 high-quality photos or hundreds of thousands of text documents a day. So while, I don't know about your circuit breaker, but I'm not set up for that much. So while this varies globally and individually, our capacity to process and assimilate knowledge far exceeds any previous era. And what we need to remember is that not all information reaching us is helpful or even accurate, especially in an age that is dominated by AI. And I'm going to put news in air quotes. I love the bumper sticker that says I get my comedy on, insert news channel here, and I get my news at the comedy channel. Okay. Because we know that opinions and falsehoods are just spun. And they so easily can masquerade as facts. I love the meme with Abraham Lincoln with the boombox, and it says, don't believe everything you read on the internet, or like, I saw it on the internet, it's got to be true. Like, So, oh, man. So exercising discernment is not only our responsibility as metaphysicians, like we take this work very seriously, it's also just part of being a plain good old citizen. Like we need to do that as being part of a community, part of a nation existing in community. Like we have to be able to distinguish between truth, fact, opinion, and falsehood. And a lot of it is just stories we're making up. Wow, yeah, most of it, right? Is that A Course in Miracles, things only have the meaning that I give them? Woo, doggy. And if you can back up enough to see that, that is spiritual mastery in action right there. So much of the information that we retain, like what sticks, because there's so much. Okay, so what do we retain? Is shaped by our personal perspectives, our beliefs, our individual histories, the choices we make. And so it makes it really easy to fall into an echo chamber or a silo that just reinforces our preferences, our opinions, our biases. So it's crucial not only to be mindful of the sources and credibility of the information we encounter, but also to have a wide variety of friends with different perspectives and backgrounds. It's super easy for me to just swim around in my little CSL world and be with other people who are spiritual. And then I meet someone that's, let's say, in a different, faith or a different political spectrum, different arena. And then they say something and I'm like, oh, wow. Is that still on the planet these days? Because I'm so out of touch. And it's easy to do. So I'm encouraging you to branch out, to have all different kinds of conversations, especially as we gear up for Thanksgiving. And I know a lot of you have amazing families that, just like mine, puts the fun back in dysfunction. So whoever you're going to be with, you have all these opportunities to practice grace, to practice listening, to hear other opinions, to hear other perspectives, and to just hold it all. Learn something. Be open to other people's opinions, but hold on to your truth, right? No matter what's going on. And can I recognize my own stories when I step into that, my own BS, which are belief systems, and see what's true or not true, right? Is it fact or yes, not? Okay. And it's attributed to Aristotle that it's the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Just because someone said, so what? Like the whole Mel Robbins thing, just let it be. So what? What if you just let it be? What if my right-wing fundamentalist Christian brother, and we're having lunch together, says, insert juicy phrase here. So what? What does it matter? I love that dude. He's a great guy. All right. So, and in this spiritual community, we are committed to going a step further, that in addition to the facts, what is the truth? We need to critically evaluate whether information aligns with factual reality, personal opinion, and spiritual truth. It's like the triple threat, right? And makes it really strong. So that way we can navigate with greater clarity and openness to evolving perspectives while remembering who and what we are and what we believe, even if we end up changing our minds. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's not being wishy-washy, it's spiritual mastery. In fact, Ernest Holmes repeatedly emphasized that science of mind is shorn of dogmatism, freed from superstition, open at the top for greater illumination, unbound and unlimited. I like that. I'll have some more of that, please. So this approach offers a really clear, intelligent framework for understanding life. It encourages us to continually reassess and evolve our personal opinions, our beliefs, and most importantly, our understanding of the truth. Can we recognize where we might be entrenched in our beliefs that no longer align with factual reality? Or could we leverage spiritual truth to foster personal growth and evolution? Okay, so let's take a moment. We're going to pivot just a little bit as we're coming into the last section here. All right, for those of you who are getting antsy, I promise. I'm getting close. Okay. This has been really academic and philosophical, right? Okay, I'm a practical girl. So practical metaphysics is my favorite. Like, how do you apply this to real living? Like, how do you get this into your daily life? So here's an example that really saved my bacon the last couple months, 15 months. But still, when I'm incredibly activated by someone or something, or to be honest, I'm activated by the story I'm telling about the someone or the something, what pulls me out of that tailspin is to ask, What are the facts? If all you're allowed to do is only write down the facts of that thing or that person or that experience, you might have enough to fit on a Post-it note, right? But my storyteller has already written an epic ballad, right? In like 30 seconds or less. It's crazy. So I'm like, whoa, bring it back, sister. Bring it back. Could I strip it down? Strip down the charged situation. Strip it of the opinions, the biases, the preferences, the attachments, the storyteller. Whoa. And then I can stand on the facts. And then could I take it to prayer with a prayer partner, with your minister, with your best friend, with who's your, how do you do your prayers? Stand on the facts and then expand and deepen into the truth. And then talk to someone that you might be upset with, or then make a decision, or then take, what would happen if you went to the situation with that in your hip pocket? Instead of the crazy storyteller that's flailing and screaming and doing all the things that it's wow. So this has helped me immeasurably this last year to make it through some really volatile times. So now it's your turn. Little metaphysical workbench in your head. I want you to think of a time when you were activated. What is the thing that really got you going? And was it based on actual facts? Or was it based on opinions, assumptions, or your storyteller? And just imagine that situation in your mind's eye. What would happen if you just stuck to the facts? And now in that situation where you're feeling very activated, what if you stood on the facts and dropped deeper down into the truth? What is the capital T truth that you know about this situation or this person? And here's a question that really bowled me over when I was prepping this talk. This came from Ram Dass. Are you so identified with the story that you're losing the truth of your being? Or if you want to go Byron Katie, what do I stand to gain by telling this story? Yeah. So we've got to practice discernment. Our minds are wild and amazing, like supercomputers. It's incredible. And they got to be kept in check, especially in trying situations. So this is where the magic happens. This is where our spiritual practice meets lived reality. When we consciously change our minds. We consciously make a different choice. We consciously approach a person or situation that brings it all up. And then we get to bring truth to the situation. Focus on the facts. Ask great questions to learn more. That's a wonderful spiritual practice. It'd be amazing if truth were driving the bus instead of the storyteller. Whoo! All right, thanks, Crystal. All right, so here's a quote from Brené Brown just to honor the courage it takes to do this, and then we're going to shift into prayer. So from Atlas of the Heart, Brené Brown says, when we are faced with information that challenges what we believe, our first instinct is to make the discomfort, the irritation, or the vulnerability go away by resolving the dissonance. And we might do this by rejecting the new information, decreasing its importance, or avoiding it altogether. As Leon Festinger wrote, the greater the magnitude of the dissonance, the greater the pressure is to reduce the dissonance. So Brené Brown goes on to write, in these challenging moments of dissonance, we need to stay curious and resist choosing comfort over courage. It is brave to invite new information to the table, to sit with it and hear it out. It is also rare these days. And then she quotes Adam Grant, who says, intelligence is traditionally viewed as the ability to think and learn. Yet, In a turbulent world, there's another set of cognitive skills that might matter more: the ability to rethink and unlearn. And Ernest Holmes reminds us to keep our minds open at the top for a new influx of wisdom. I am ready for a new influx of wisdom. I don't know about you, but I might be running low. So it's time to pause. I challenge you this week: pause, evaluate the opinions, the facts, all the wacky taffy that's going on in our heads, and then measure it against the truth. And instead of clinging to misinformation out of discomfort or fear of being wrong, we have the opportunity to acknowledge and rectify where our opinions have been either inaccurate or harmful or causing conflict. So can we really just honor the process that takes? The spiritual warrior status of being able to discern, to self-assess, to grow, to change one's mind, and to evolve. It's the epitome of spiritual practice and mastery. So I challenge you this week: pull back the curtain, sit down with your wizard, just discern what's fact, opinion, or truth, even about one challenge in your life, even just one. Could you run the experiment as good religious scientists? One challenge this week, and then just see what happens if you approach that situation or that person with the light of truth next time. All right, I'm going to ask the practitioners and ministers to surround the room for our prayer time. And for our prayer time, I'm going to read a prayer that Ernest Holmes wrote. It is in The Science of Mind. If you're following along at home, it's on page 56 to 57. And it's a very powerful prayer. All right, thank you, ministers and practitioners. This is always just a beautiful symbol that the arms of the divine are always around you, supporting you, lifting you up. All right. I am a center of the divine mind, a point of God consciousness, a point of life, truth, and action. My affairs are divinely guided and guarded into right action, into correct results. Everything I do, say, or think is stimulated by the truth, capital T. There is power in this word that I speak because it is of the truth, and it is the truth. There is a perfect and continuous right action in my life and my affairs. All belief in wrong action is dispelled and made negative. Right action alone has power, and right action is power. Power is God, the living Spirit Almighty, and this Spirit animates everything that I do, say, or think. Ideas come to me daily, and these ideas are divine ideas. They direct me and sustain me without effort. I am continuously directed. I am compelled to do the right thing at the right time and to say the right words at the right time, to follow the right course of action at all times. For this is the way of the divine in me. All suggestions of age, poverty, limitation, or unhappiness is uprooted from my mind and cannot gain entrance to my thought. I am happy, well, and filled with perfect life. I live in the spirit of truth, and I am conscious that the spirit of truth lives in me. My word is the law unto its own manifestation and will bring to me or cause me to be brought to its fulfillment. I know that I know. There is no unbelief, no doubt, no uncertainty. I let every thought of doubt vanish from my mind, that I may know the truth, and the truth may make me free. And so it is. And now we're ready for some special music with our director of musical inspiration, Susan Clark.
Thank you. So this next song I wrote, and I haven't performed it very many times. And the way I know, I write songs for a lot of different reasons and a lot of different purposes. But I know when I write a song that's a little bit harder than what I can really grasp, that it's divinely guided.
Amen.
And so, and that doesn't happen all the time. But it did with this one because, first of all, for all the pianists in the crowd, it's in the key of C sharp, D flat. Do I ever write in that key? No, probably not. Anyway, just want to say one more thing about it. The first couple lines are open, empty. And sometimes when people hear that, they think it's a negative thing, but it's actually being open, emptying myself and being open to whatever needs to come in. Anyway, it's called Come and Fill Me. And I don't know if you knew this, but my CDs are back in the bookstore, and all the money goes to the church. I'm not taking any money for those CDs. So this song is on my CD called Sunlight of the Soul. Empty, come and fill me with your dreams. Open, empty, come and fill me with your peace. I don't have any plans. I am waiting here for your command. I want
Thank you, Susan. You absolutely are inspired by the divine. Wow. So it is our giving time, and we really appreciate all that you can share from your abundance, not only in that we can, keep the lights on, and now I'm appreciating heat these days. So thank you for that, but also paying our amazing staff and contractors and musicians and speakers and the beautiful things that happen on a Sunday morning, but so much more than that. Did you hear how long the announcements were this morning, right? Because there's all this stuff that's happening here. And so that happens not only because of volunteers, but also because you can share your financial gifts with the center. Like, we can't do those things without all your support. So we really appreciate anything and all that you can give. And for those of you giving, monthly or electronically, just, bring that to mind. For those of you who are joining us online, there's all different ways that you can give. It's scrolling across the screen. For those of you in the sanctuary, there are some baskets here. And while we sing, you can bring your gifts on up. But let's say our giving affirmation together. And we want to say it like it's the first time you've ever said it. Are you ready to say it? Say it like you mean it from the depths of your soul. Okay, because it's so true. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I'm so grateful. Thank you.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only
Whew, right? You have so much to take home with you today. We're just going to be in it and have a beautiful day. So let's take a moment to bless these beautiful gifts. And I know that these gifts are given so freely and abundantly, and that this beautiful spiritual community, the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, flourishes and does all the wonderful things that we can do with this teaching, with this faith, this philosophy, this way of life that blesses each one of us and the community in which we live. And so I know that these blessings flow out not only back to the giver, but also beyond what we could even imagine in this community and around the world. For when we give, we receive, and we're part of that beautiful flow of the divine. So I know that these gifts do exactly what they're meant to do in beautiful, rich, amazing ways. And so it is. So it has been a joy to be together. Holy cannoli, we have just gone around the world today, haven't we? We've just been everywhere. So I just want to remind you to take advantage of prayer, that we have beautiful practitioners that are here to serve you in the prayer garden, and you can pray for things that you need or things that you'd like more of in your life. And also I want to point out that Crystal is here now, so if any of you have questions, will you wave in the rainbow mask? If you have any questions about the recycling, that was kind of an unusual, neat opportunity, she's here, so you could talk to her in the social hall. And speaking of, we do hope that you'll join us in the social hall, Or if you don't feel comfortable with the prayer garden just yet, we also will take your written prayer requests either online at rgcsl.org, or there's the prayer box at the back table there. You can put your prayers in there, and the practitioners will be with you all week long. But for now, we've got a closing song, an affirmation, and then social time in the beautiful social hall. So thank you for sharing this journey with us today.
And I have just a quick announcement. So this Friday night at Solid Grounds, we have the music director from Unity Spiritual Center as our guest, Mr. Todd Laurie. And one of the most exciting things to me about what's happening is we're collaborating with a couple other churches in town instead of just being our own selves, and we're reaching out. And so I would encourage you to come out this Friday. The doors open at 6:30. Music starts at 7. Todd's a very gifted songwriter, and that often goes unnoticed. So I hope you come out for that. And now if you would stand, and if you think you can make a circle, make a circle. And if you don't want to hold hands, then
We'll
put
make a
your
couple
hand on your
potatoes.
heart, and we will honor that. This is kind of a gospel, I call this a gospel romp. So,
I love it.
all right, are you ready to romp? Romp in place, romp in. You can clap hands too. I mean, wow, look at this.
Ooh, we just about did it.
Here's a preview. That's a preview. That's a preview.
We got you.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This love that I have, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, 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 this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I'm telling you, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh Lord, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This faith that I have, ready? This faith that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this faith that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This faith that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away.
All right. Your affirmation for today is, I am rooted in the truth of the divine. I am rooted in the truth of the divine. Have a great week, everyone.